Hey guys, I'm SKV and you're watching SKV Plays On, and welcome to another video of Dauntless. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up, and if you like it a bit more, please do subscribe to my channel. And without further ado, let me get straight to the point. I was reading the comments on my channel, and one of you named Ramon Shepherd wanted to check out my current loadout, or the list of loadouts I have in my inventory. So I'll be showing that first. And another person or player who wanted to actually kind of make a video of a best striker build. Well, currently I'm using my best strikers, which is Riftstalker strikers and Hellion strikers. So, and also I am using Razakiri strikers too. I'll show you all three striker builds, and I'll show you a bit of gameplay on the Riftstalker and Hellion. Okay, even the Razakiri one I'll show you. In case you feel like this video is going way too long, if you want, you can skip forward. But right now, first I'm gonna show off my loadout. Starting from the last part, which is this Hellion Axe build, where I'm using the Hellion Axe obviously, and give it a look of the Hellion armor also, making it look very blazeful. Most of the builds are very similar, which you will soon see, and most of the builds I use Skullforge helmet. If I'm not using Skullforge helmet, I'm using +3 conditioning, that much you should know. And of course, most of my builds will have Iceborne and Rage in it, and also Discipline in it. And the rest everything is either going to be there or not be there. It's going to be added bonus for me if it's going to be there. So here's my list of loadouts. Most of it is axe and warpike, some of it is sword and strikers. Hammer, I have only one loadout currently because I'm not using hammers that much, which you'll soon see. But I'll tell you why I have a hammer build even though I don't use it. Then I do have 2 or 3 chain blade builds, you can check it out. One is the Blaze Chainblade, the other one is the Ice type. The Blaze one, I keep using it as an escalation build. But yeah, I'll just show you the builds. Anyway, this is my build. You can pause the screen anytime you want. If you can make out the rest of the cells that you need to put, depending on whatever stats you see on the right side, you can pause the screen, copy it if you want, or you can kinda try and find it in the description. I'll put the link in the description. Or actually, I'm too lazy. Let's see if I have put it or not. You check it out in the description. If I'm lazy, I may not have put it. Anyways, this is my Riftstalker Axe builds. I use it mainly for Razakiri runs, because every time I go for heroic patrols, it's going to be either a Shroud or Razakiri that someone is pursuing. So I end up with that random behemoth, and it's always either Razakiri or Shroud most of the time. So that's why I have a Umbral and Radiant build most of the time too, which you will see here. This is my Umbral build, which I go up against Razakiri with. This is my Hellion build, which I can go up against either Shroud or any other behemoth which shows up. And there's, well, maybe not Riftstalker. Riftstalker now has got like a really good buff with attack speeds, so I kinda use strikers on the Riftstalker. But this is my Chainblade Ice builds, Ice Chainblades, and giving it a look of the frost whatever. And yeah, here you can see I don't have the Skullforge helmet. That means I have +3 conditioning somewhere. By default, the weapon has +3 conditioning, so yeah, that's the reason why I switched out the Skullforge helmet. Then I have the strikers, Razakiri. Radiant weapons, obviously I use this one for Riftstalker, the behemoth, because, well, he's a bit fast now after the recent update. They kind of made him very fast and annoying, especially when he goes into that shadow realm or something. Yeah, you can check out this build also, you can pause it, check it out. Then we have the repeater build, where I'm actually proud of this build because it does some pretty decent damage, with also having a decent attack speed. So the fire rate is also at a decent speed, so it really helps out. Especially part damage is very easy with this particular build, and I've been helping quite a few of them with the Shroud Tail recently, Everyone keeps asking for Shroud Tail. Please focus on the Shroud Tail. Please focus on tail. I want the tail. Shroud Tail is still bugged. They haven't fixed it completely, so after the Shroud goes into Aether form or something, it kinda gets hard to do break part damage on it, and it literally is like punching a ghost in the stomach or something, because you're not really punching anything when you're going up against a ghost. So the Shroud Tail is something like that once it goes into Aether form or Rage or Enraged mode or whatever. Then we have the Riftstalker Sword. This is my build for the sword. Again, I kinda use this mainly if it's a Valomir, or probably if it's a Rezakiri. And then we have the Warpike build, my favorite Warpike right now, Rezakiri Warpike. Both the God Hand and the normal one are my favorites, but this one currently is my top favorite because of the build I made, which really works out with Savagery cells and the Cunning, and then the Savage Wellspring special. It really works out, especially with a good team. You're definitely doing some high and fast damage with this build if you know what you're doing with the Warpike. Then we have the Strikers for the Hellion or the Blaze Elemental. This one I'm kind of using mainly well, because I can kind of use this build even for any other weapon. As you can see, this one has the similar build as my axe. It's very similar, same build. Actually, it is the similar build. All I had to do was change the conduit and energized part. Here it has conduit, and for the axe it has energized because, well, need the weapon meter build up on this one. So yeah. Now coming to my favorite axe, which is the Rezakiri axe. Definitely my most favorite weapon for the axes is the Rezakiri one. And I think probably most of the Rezakiri weapons like the chain blades, the axe, the Warpike and the sword are probably my favorites because of the double hit chance it has. You may be wondering how come you're not saying Strikers. Well, I am a fan of the Strikers, but I don't use it that much because I'm kind of having fun with the Hellion Strikers already, and also Riftstalker Strikers really kind of come in handy with Rezakiri hunts. So yeah. Then we have the Blaze Chain Blades. Like I said, I'm using this for escalation, and it's kind of similar to the Ice Chain Blades, which I'll be using for the next Blaze escalation when it shows up. And also I said that the hammer, I have only one build and I've made it look like a comic character because of the transmogs I have for the hammer, the lantern and the, well, the helmet. It looks kind of funny, so I made him wear no pants either, so he looks extra funny, and it kind of works out. And with that new Hunter Rival, it makes it even more funnier. If you haven't seen the Hunter Rival, you probably might want to go check out my previous video. Now we have the Ice build, which again I'm kind of ready for the next escalation runs. This one's kind of my favorite. It kind of helps me take out even a Shroud around 3 minutes easily, and does a lot of damage because of the frost sprites that it creates. And we have the Warpike God Hand. I really like this one. It's fun with the laser beam, but it's all in the player's hands to build up on the weapon meter quickly and get a reload without actually getting hit, so that the weapon meter doesn't get halved or something once you get hit. So you gotta be really quick in reloading too, and filling up the weapon meter, and then again reloading, then again filling up the weapon meter and being ready for the next reload after using the laser beam. Yeah, this is fun, but you have to have a pattern of your own or a game style of your own to kind of play with the God Hand. It's definitely good too, so it does a lot of damage too because of the laser beam. Only problem I have with this is that they, at the very beginning itself, the developers kind of messed up the God Hand by not giving it interrupt capability. Even with +6 weighted strikes, I can't get interrupts on this weapon. So it's kind of annoying for me, but I still like the weapon. It's probably my most favorite exotic weapon compared to even the Hunger because they messed up even Hunger with the style of its exotic specials, and I definitely don't like the hammer at all. Yeah, I don't like it. This is the only exotic weapon I like out of the three, and in the helmets I think I like the Shroud, what do you call it, Tragic Echo helmet, and then the Skullforge Chorog exotic helmet. Now we come to the strikers. This is my Riftstalker striker. Markoyo, you wanted to see my Riftstalker striker, so this is the one. I do want to show the gameplay, which I will, and this is my Rezakiri. Probably my most favorite sword build right now. Whenever I'm going up against Shroud, I'm so satisfied with this particular build. I always get to see like double numbers, the same numbers twice, because I use it in such a way that I get one of the combos to keep repeating the hits so many times so quickly that the 10% chance comes more often than never. So I definitely get the double hit chance, this 10% chance of attacks hitting twice. I definitely get that a lot with this particular build, with this particular sword especially. So yeah, it's very satisfying, and hence the whole demon look. And yeah, hopefully the transmogs that you've seen are kind of matching. I thought it was matching, so I went ahead with these things. Anyways, right now I'm going to be doing a gameplay of the strikers. We're going up against Rezakiri, and I'm taking the Stalker striker right now, and you will see the gameplay. And also I'll be doing the same behemoth again with the Hellion strikers. And for the last bit, I will be going up against the Shroud with my Rezakiri strikers. So let's see how that goes, shall we? But anyways, apart from all that, I am going to be jumping around on the rooftops. Not that anyone cares. Do they? Do they? I don't think so. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Oh, and in case anyone's wondering how come I don't stream these days or something, well, the weather here is really very humid right now and kind of stuffy, and it's warm, and it's not very ideal for me to lock myself in a room and stream. So yeah, I try to keep the windows and doors open as much as possible. And the problem is outside there's a lot of renovation and construction noises going on, so yeah, it kind of messes up with the whole audio, and it might not be, you guys might be okay with it, but for me it's so annoying that I can't actually have a proper, well, game face on. I keep getting annoyed by those sounds, and it kind of distracts me and also kind of agitates me. So I'm kind of trying to not stream, but I am kind of not stopping the making of videos. So I keep making the videos though, and it's not that easy to make videos when there's not too much of content, and I don't want to keep repeating videos of the same thing just by shuffling it up with some cells or something and then making the same striker build video or chainblade build video. I don't want to do that. It kind of feels like, first of all, if you think you did not see the damage numbers, with Rezakiri it always happens on top of it. See, the numbers happen at the top because Rezakiri is always on the top. Yeah. Well, this is my Rift Stalker Striker builds. You just now saw what I could do with them. Within 3 minutes I got it done. And I did it very casually too. I didn't even go full out without speaking too much or something like that. I didn't do all that. I was kind of talking and also playing at the same time. So you can see how much of a good damage dealer this one is. You can try this out. Markoyo, hopefully you like this build. Right now I'm going with the same Behemoth and a different striker, which is the Hellion Strikers right now. We'll go up against the Razakiri again. We'll see what... I mean, of course, the Riftstalker Striker had an advantage because of the elemental differences. And the advantage that Umbral does more damage to the Radiant Behemoth. So I had an advantage. So let's see what the fire weapon can do. And like you can see, I've kind of gone with the Blaze theme right now. I'm even probably ready even for the ice escalation if it happens. Just saying. I wonder what the Behemoth is gonna look like. I keep hearing many of them say the Behemoth that's going to be in the escalation is probably gonna look like an ape or something, or a mixture of an ape and something, I don't know. And some of them say that it's probably gonna be some type of mole that looks very big or something. I don't know. Everyone has different guesses for this one. So anyways, here we go. I'm using the Blaze weapons against the Razakiri. Hopefully you like it. This itself seems like a small mini stream, but it's just a video. Hopefully you kinda enjoy the gameplay and also the boring explanation of my loadouts and whatnot. Now this guy's right here. I don't have to run around too much. So let's get this done. Oh, the previous build I used did not have overpowered, but it definitely had Rage Hunter and an attack speed. So it's really helpful. This one, on the other hand, does not have too much attack speed because it has +3 Wild Frenzy. Oh my god, I thought I got it. This one is not going according to how it went previously. I'm too afraid to fall off. See what I mean? This guy might send me flying off the edge. Now what is this? Oh, he's going with that attack. Okay, okay. I see it. Yeah, Nani. Bam. Well, not the fastest compared to the previous one, but it's okay. It does do quick damage. Around 3 minutes, I'm guessing again. Yep, see? 3 minutes. I mean, I could have gotten the same time, but yeah, the beginning part of it, I did not probably do the type of damage I was supposed to. But yeah, it's kinda something that you may have to get used to with the strikers. It's a decent build. You can get things done around 3 minutes or within 3 minutes without potions. It's a pretty good build. I would say that these are the best builds in the game for strikers. For me, don't judge me. Others who have your own builds and think that they're the best, I'm not comparing it. I probably might have something very similar to someone else who's using a build or something. So anyways, here we go. I'm going up against the Shroud this time, and this is going to be the last part of this particular video, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the, well, current loadout list I have for myself. I don't know when I'll be changing it more towards the strikers or more towards the chain blades. Probably the chain blades and sword builds I'll be making a lot whenever the next escalations come out. Or maybe the chain blade and striker. Striker is probably gonna be the best thing right now in game. That's more fun, more practical when it comes to a behemoth. Even trials, everyone wants to use the strikers. Everyone just goes for the strikers. So yeah, who am I to judge? Everyone likes the strikers. I like it too. So anyways, here we go. This is my Rezakiri striker build, which I usually use it up against a Riftstalker, but yeah, let's see what it can do up against Mr. Shroud. I just hope he doesn't summon his clone, because then I have to waste time on the clone. I mean, I'm not afraid of the clone, but it's kind of just an unnecessary what do you say, time waste with the clone whenever he summons it. Or I could just keep concentrating on the Shroud itself and hope that the clone also gets hit while trying to be next to the Shroud or something. Maybe. But yeah, if you if you saw my build, the first one, which was the Riftstalker Striker, I had a Drask Lantern on it. And in the second one, the Hellion build, I had the Strike Lantern. You can change out to whichever lantern you want. Lanterns are not a big deal. Brought out the clone. something I didn't want. But it doesn't matter, we got it done. And like I said, these are pretty good strikers too. And you can check out the time. Probably the time would be the, well, you can see 3 minutes too. This build is pretty good. Just because I'm doing it solo, I'm not saying it's that good, but even when you're with a team, it kinda balances out very nicely with your teammates. And if some of them are new players, you probably have the best way of helping them out, being the damage dealer of the group. So go for it if you like the build. I'll put the striker build links in the description. The other builds, I'm just too lazy to type it in. But yeah, you can check out my previous videos if you want the builds. Probably all the build links are in the description. So anyways, that's about it. And I'll probably catch you guys next time. Until then, sayonara, ta-ta, see you, and bye bye. I'm done for this video. And I will see you guys next time. Ciao. And that's one of my banner plans. And then we are gonna use up a cool looking dance emotes. Oh, I did not show you why I'm using this crazy thing. One of my friends, shout out to Nick Merger, they kinda keep he's the one who showed me this one. So the first time he showed me this one, and I kinda found out something else after he showed me this. I found out that using this emote, the bottled power, makes your character go purple. But here's the thing, other than making you go purple, the actual body model of the character starts bubbling like that, all jello like. You can see that it's all jello. But when you see it properly, the armors are not actually jello. If in case, even if I change out the next loadout, it's still gonna keep my model of the character, the main skin of the character, bubbling. The armor parts are not gonna bubble. The transmogs are not gonna bubble like that, or be jello like, or jelly like. Wait, is it jello or jelly? Jello. I don't know. Cello? No, that's an instrument. Jello. No, I don't know. Jelly, jello, something that's very wavy. So I'm using this to make it look like that. And also for some reason I've gone dark purple ish, kinda. I don't know. Anyways, that's about it. And see you guys next time. You guys keep smiling and have a good day. See ya. I'm done for this video. Ciao.